that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it blind in my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any come and see, I'm still.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent on.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now it's Wilson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. On first down, here's Breida. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now it's Hines.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. And his kick is indeed good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Break.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Breida. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Hines. And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now it's Wilson. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They run with Hines.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. On second down, a run with Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
to
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Here we go. 18 Gator. And what's the ball? Ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Matt Milano, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
That's it, baby. We go
First and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now it's Breida. And he's got room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Wilson on first down. Gets this one to Hill.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. They go play action with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. To throw again. Wilson. This to Hines on the drop-off. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. On first down, Hines. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. To throw is Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. That'll bring up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On second down now, it's Hines. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying. To put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. They'll run on 1st down. Hines, and this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
At their own 15-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now back to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Nick Bosa. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken from just outside the 30. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
25 yards the pickup there and also a 1st down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And Diggs has it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. After the interception, here's Wilson. They complete it to Hill. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And it's 2nd down. This is Hines. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And this one is right through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. A 1st down run there for Gurley, but nothing opening up as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. So they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
60 outlaw.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Falk. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15. Falk looks to throw, and that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2nd and 6. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Falk now, a 1st down throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Falk. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities. 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, they went for all the marbles there on that long pass. He caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
So difficult, isn't it? Because you have so many things you're going through on that play, trying to get open, trying to catch the ball, and still get your feet down to complete the process of the play. Not successful on that attempt.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. And my goodness, another interception. Able to get there and pick it. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead will swell by 1 more. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Fall. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season. He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very. And he's going to go down again. DeForest Buckner. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Here's Johnny Hecker now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. So